Prakash returns to lead COP into general elections. Former Congress of the People, COP, leader Prakash Ramadar is back as interim leader of the party. He has replaced interim leader Kurt Sinnett, and the COP is now fully part of the Progressive Alliance, PA, which includes Gary Griffith's National Transformation Alliance, NTA, and Timothy Hamelsmith as Hope. Sinnett confirmed the movements yesterday, while Hope Deputy Leader Louis Lee Singh has called for United National Congress, UNC, MP Rushton Pere and his 4 other so-called dissident colleagues to join them. Griffith, who has welcomed Ramadar back, called on the parties in the PA to stand their ground on principles and not let other parties abuse them. Ramadar didn't answer calls on the development yesterday. Ramadar, an attorney, was COP deputy leader in 2010 and was given the St. Augustine seat by the UNC to contest in the unity deal COP had with the UNC to form the People's Partnership Coalition. He was elected St. Augustine Northern Mariana Islands in 2010, and in 2011 Ramadar was elected COP leader after then-leader Winston Dukran didn't contest. Ramadar was re-elected MP in 2015. After bickering in the COP, however, Ramadar resigned as leader in 2016 and didn't contest a seat again. He was succeeded as leader by Carolyn C. Prasad Baikan. Ramadar's been spotlighted recently representing families in the Paria divers tragedy. Sinnett, who has been COP interim leader since 2020, was among political party and trade union leaders who held coalition talks with UNC leader Kamla Persad-Besesser last week. Yesterday, Sinnett said the move to bring Ramadar back is geared at reviving COP's old base and re-attracting people who were in the party at its height. He said he had run his course as interim leader and approached Ramadar 2 weeks ago to take over. Sinnett added, he was somewhat hesitant to get back into it, but I reminded him of his daughter living in TNT and the state of the country. A week later, he told me he'd take it up. Under COP's constitution, the leader can appoint a deputy leader, so I appointed him a deputy leader 2 days ago, Tuesday. That's a step up to leader. Then I resigned the same day and handed over, so he became interim leader due to my resignation, Sinnett said. I had talks with COP's executive on it weeks ago, and everyone agreed. COP's National Council now has to vote and approve his leadership. When asked when that will be, he said that's up to Ramadar, who is in charge now. We've been getting good feedback on him since we sent out word of it before via WhatsApp. I think he still brings value to the politics. Sinnett said he'd want Ramadar to continue the coalition talks with Persad-Besesser and would insist Ramadar insist that Griffith be part of any coalition with the UNC. He said the COP hasn't finalized anything with UNC, as it's currently focused on fixing itself. Gary, parties must stand ground on principles. Griffith yesterday said Ramadar's re-entry was welcome news. I was in cabinet with him and a COP Foundation member. Prakash will be of immense value to assist us in setting up the proper framework for alliance of parties to enter the next government, Griffith said. He fully understands the mistake we made in 2010 to 2015 in the PP government, and he wouldn't allow the COP to make the same mistake twice. He'd have learned from that. What is required from other parties is dialogue based on mutual respect and not to be abused by any political party. Griffith added, I'd like all parties meeting together to remember 3 words to ensure we remain steadfast. We need to stand your ground in terms of principles and not be absorbed or be used by any political entity. Hope's Lee Singh said party leader Hamelsmith was overseas, but said the Progressive Alliance not only comprises COP, Hope, and NTA, but also has non-governmental organizations. He said Hope had meetings all over TNT, and we'd certainly welcome UNC Mayaro MP, Pere, his entire team, and all 4 UNC MPs who supported him, based on the fundamental stand they took on their own political issues, Lee Singh said. We've listened to them and recognize they have serious national contributions to make. We cannot wait until their screening. Kamla could make those decisions before nomination day. I'd hope Mr. Pere and his colleagues come to us now. I know the big challenge that confronts them, but time is of the essence. Lee Singh said the PA with entities is cemented for sure after 2 years of talking. Ultimately, the UNC must be part of the agenda. All ships must sail together in the same direction as an armada against PNM, he said. NTA's Griffith must be part of it. We've been sitting with him as equal partner, so ultimately, there must be procedure to approach assignments. We expect him, like all others at any table, whether with us or UNC, will comport themselves in a manner that allows the kind of action necessary for democratic removal of PNM. Lee Sing added, "We're ready to talk to UNC whenever they're ready for serious, meaningful dialogue, but we're not going to camp on anybody's doorstep in anticipation of an audience. The issue is, we have to be mindful and learn from past national experience, so we don't repeat the same mistakes." Lee Sing said Hope sought talks with Patriotic Front leader Michaela Pandey and wasn't successful, but still look forward to working with her.